So the folks at Gaciron give me this Aero Smart bicycle helmet. It's the CETUS-1700. Let's take a look. So you open back. When you open the light, looks like you've got two other boxes. Here is the light, it looks like. Wow, it's bigger than I thought it would be. I can see the arrow shape. We've got this piece for the attachment. Looks like a plastic lens protector. I've used a light like this before, and I think it's got some potential. Let's see, it's heavy. It's solid steel. Not the other one I've used that's similar in this design is much more plastic. These are the attachment things. The button. And yeah, see, this is going to attach to the bottom. One thing I like about the Gaciron lights is they all have this same attachment, and so I can use the same attachments, and it's a nice stout attachment. This bends, which releases the light, and it's not just cheap plastic. It's stout, but I can then use the same mounts on all of the lights. So you can see the mount is now screwed onto my bike mount. This is another one of the Gaciron lights. And if I just slide it in, boom, it snaps in, pull it out. And when I take the new light, same thing, boom, just go like this. You just kind of push it back in. Yeah, now it's stout and secure. That looks good. I think it's Aero. Yeah, let's see how it performs. So this is the pulsing mode, flashy mode. Full beam. Now notice as I come down here, it gets a lot brighter because it's got this cutoff beam. Hard to see in the light. So here's the view. Notice the beam of light. See how you can see the very distinct lines. I think I have it posted a little bit high right here. In retrospect, I think it's going too high, but it's a really good, I like the beam pattern. This is the low beam, medium, and look at the high. Wow, that is bright. Well, that's even brighter. There's 4 versions, not just 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Super bright. So high beam and a very dark road. 2. 3. The bike on high beam, you can see the tight light pattern. Here's low beam, and I'm not sure I'm going to use the low beam very often. It seems like it was almost too low to see in a really dark place. It might be good if I was just wanting to be seen during the day. If I want to be seen during the day, I want to be in flashy mode. And now we are at the medium light. That's still pretty bright. There's quite a difference between low and medium. And now we're at pulsing mode. First long bike ride with the light, 2+ hours. I kept it on high beam just to see how long the battery would last, and it didn't actually. About 1.5, 1 3/4 hours, I lost the high power, and it's defaulted to this very low power. It can't be adjusted. If I click here, I should be turning it. It's not doing anything else. So we're about empty on the battery. If you look carefully, you can see I've got a red flashy light right there, which is telling me I'm about out of juice. It was beeping at me, so I probably should have known that the beeping was telling me that the light was dying. And I'm not 100% sure that I completely charged it. So I need to do this again and test for the battery life. So what do I think about the light? Here it is still flashing. I just finished a 3-hour and 45-minute bike ride. Had the light on the entire time. Now I had it mostly in flashy mode. At the beginning though, it was dark, and I had it in steady mode, but not steady bright. And I was at first worried about the battery life, but this is more of a typical ride where I'll start in the dark, and then of course it will light up as time goes on. and it's been in flashy mode for many hours, so I can pull it out. I'm a fan of this light so far. I really like the form factor of it. Again, my one concern is the battery life, because I had that one bad experience earlier. By the way, the charging port is on the bottom right here, USB-C, and it seems to charge plenty fast. I'm gonna go ahead and leave it on and then see how long it lasts. All right, so I have now tested the length of the battery life. I turned it on at 6 a.m. and at 1 p.m. it finally died. Now, I rode for, what was it, 3 hours and some change. And then I just left it on, but on full bright. And with full bright, it finally died around 1 p.m. At a certain point, it diminished into a lower level of brightness, but that's like 7 hours. So that's pretty good. So I was worried, but overall, I love the feel of this light. I think this might be my favorite light, and I've got a lot of lights. It's solidly built. It's a little aerodynamic. Clicks right into here, into my bike, and it's secure. The beam pattern is great. I think this is going to be the light that I ride with the most. At least for right now. I'm sure someday there'll be a better light. Actually, the only thing I wish is there's like a camera. Now I do have a camera built in to another light, but maybe that's the next step. Hey, if you like this, please subscribe to my channel. Bye.